Have you ever found yourself waking up at 3 a.m., wide awake, unable to drift back to sleep? The house is quiet, the world outside still, and you can't help but wonder, what's going on with my body? Why does this keep happening? Maybe you've spent time lying there, trying to will yourself back to sleep, only to realize it's not going to happen. You think about how things used to be different, how you could sleep through the night without a second thought. If you're nodding along right now, you're not alone. This issue is more common than you might realize, and it's not just a random, inconvenient habit that happens with age. In fact, there are a number of real powerful reasons why so many older adults wake up around 3 a.m., and understanding them can help you feel more at ease with your sleep. Today, we're diving deep into these reasons, exploring the physiological, psychological, and emotional shifts that are behind those early morning wake-ups. As we go through each reason, I want you to think about your own experiences and how these factors might be influencing your sleep. By the end of this video, you might not only have a better understanding of why your sleep has changed, but you may even start to feel more in tune with your body and the rhythms of aging. This isn't just about finding a way to sleep longer or deeper. It's about recognizing and honoring the life you've lived and the changes that naturally come with time. These aren't just surface-level explanations. They're rooted in real science, real experiences, and real changes that happen as we get older. From shifts in hormone production to changes in sleep cycles and the impacts of your health and lifestyle, we'll explore what happens during the night when you're awake at 3 a.m. We're going to cover everything from biological factors like melatonin and circadian rhythms to more subtle influences like emotional and social factors. And as we explore these, I promise we'll do it with honesty and respect for the years you've already lived and the wisdom you've gained. If you've found yourself asking, why do I wake up at 3 a.m. now? This is the video for you. Stick with me until the end, because the insights you'll gain today could not only help you sleep better, but they might also help you understand yourself in a deeper way. Let's dive in. Number 1, reduced melatonin production. The first major reason older adults often wake up around 3 a.m. is the natural decline in melatonin production as we age. Now, melatonin is a hormone that plays a key role in regulating our sleep-wake cycle, our internal clock. It's what tells our body it's time to wind down and prepare for rest. When we're younger, melatonin production is pretty steady. We fall asleep easily, stay asleep, and don't typically wake up until morning. But as we age, the body starts producing less melatonin, and that shift can make a huge impact on how well we sleep. For many people, this change isn't noticeable at first. You might still fall asleep easily, especially if your day has been active. But by the early hours of the morning, say 2 a.m., 3 a.m., sometimes even 4 a.m., your body's natural melatonin levels dip low enough that it becomes difficult to stay asleep. It's not that you're doing anything wrong, it's just that your body's chemistry is changing. This can leave you waking up in the middle of the night, fully alert and ready to start the day, but it's not because of anything you've done wrong. It's simply that your body's natural rhythm is evolving with age. Plus, the environment around you can make this effect worse. For instance, even small amounts of light, like a street light shining through the window or the glow of a clock on your nightstand, can suppress melatonin production even more. As we age, we become more sensitive to light, and what used to be a small distraction can now keep us awake. Let's take a look at Harold, a 72-year-old who's always considered himself a good sleeper, but lately he's been waking up around 3:15 a.m. almost every night. He doesn't feel anxious or upset. He just feels wide awake. Once he understood that this wasn't a failure of his body, but rather a natural aging process, he made a few small changes. He now keeps his bedroom as dark as possible, avoids screens for an hour before bed, and even goes for a brief walk in the evening. This helps reinforce his circadian rhythm and makes a noticeable difference in his ability to sleep. By learning about how his body's chemistry was shifting, Harold was able to make changes that supported his sleep rather than blaming himself. This awareness can be a powerful tool. It helps turn frustration into compassion. And instead of resenting the changes in your body, you start to make adjustments that work with those changes. That's what understanding your sleep is all about. Working with your body instead of against it. Number 2, shifted sleep cycle in advanced sleep phase. The second reason older adults may wake up around 3 a.m. is a natural shift in your internal clock, known as advanced sleep phase. This happens when your circadian rhythm, or your body's internal sleep-wake cycle, shifts forward with age. In simple terms, as you get older, your body starts to feel sleepy earlier in the evening, and you wake up earlier in the morning. It's like your body is on a different time zone. When we're younger, we tend to follow a rhythm where we're awake later in the evening, and we sleep in later in the morning. But as we age, that rhythm gradually shifts earlier. You might notice that you start feeling sleepy around 8:30 or 9 p.m., and by 3 a.m., your body is naturally ready to wake up. This can be frustrating, especially if you've always been a night owl, or if you're used to sleeping until dawn. What's interesting is that this shift isn't just about personal preference. It's biologically rooted in your circadian rhythm, which advances with age. There's also a psychological side to this change. Many older adults find themselves in quieter environments, especially after retirement. Without the daily hustle of work, social obligations, or family activities, your body's signals to wind down come on earlier. You might find yourself wanting to go to bed at 8:30 p.m., but then you're awake at 3 a.m. feeling like your night's already over. Take Charles, for example, a 68-year-old retiree. He eats dinner at 5:30 p.m. and watches TV until 7 p.m. He's usually in bed by 9 p.m., and by 3 a.m., he's wide awake. At first, Charles thought he was dealing with insomnia, but after learning about advanced sleep phase, he realized it wasn't insomnia. It was just his new sleep schedule. Charles made a few small changes, like staying up a little later, reading in low light, and occasionally calling his daughter before bed. This helped him shift his natural sleep window just a bit, so his body wasn't waking him up so early. So if you find yourself waking up at 3 a.m., it may not be because something is broken in your sleep. Your body may just be on a new schedule. And once you understand that, you can start adjusting your routine to align with this new rhythm. That's one of the most powerful things about understanding your sleep. You stop blaming yourself, and instead, you start working with your body's natural changes. Number 3, health issues and medications. Another significant reason older adults may wake up around 3 a.m. is related to health issues and medications. As we age, we often face a variety of medical conditions that can interfere with sleep. Chronic pain from conditions like arthritis, back problems, or even headaches can make it difficult to stay asleep through the night. When your body's in pain, even minor discomfort can keep you awake or cause you to wake up earlier than you'd like. Take Sarah, for example. She's a 70-year-old woman who has been living with arthritis for several years. Lately, she's been waking up at 3 a.m. with a sore hip, unable to get comfortable enough to fall back asleep. It's frustrating for her, especially because she used to sleep through the night without issues. After speaking to her doctor, Sarah found that her arthritis was causing more flare-ups at night, which was disrupting her sleep. Her doctor recommended adjusting her pain management routine and incorporating more stretching exercises during the day. This helped Sarah get more comfortable at night and reduce the amount of pain that would wake her up at 3 a.m. Medications can also play a huge role in disrupting sleep. Many medications, especially those used to treat conditions like hypertension, depression, or diabetes, can have side effects that affect sleep. Some medications might make you feel drowsy, but they can also disrupt your sleep cycle and cause you to wake up early. Others may cause side effects like frequent urination, which can wake you up multiple times during the night, including around 3 a.m. For instance, medications like diuretics, often used for high blood pressure, may cause you to need to use the bathroom more frequently at night. And let's not forget about the impact of over-the-counter sleep aids. While they may help you fall asleep initially, they often wear off by the early morning, leading to a premature wake-up. Many older adults are prescribed sleep medications to help with insomnia, but these drugs can disrupt the natural sleep cycle and may cause you to wake up too early, feeling groggy or unrested. If you think your medications might be affecting your sleep, it's a good idea to discuss it with your doctor. Adjusting dosages or switching to different medications might help improve your sleep. For many older adults, waking up early is just a side effect of dealing with health issues and medications. But understanding the connection between your health and your sleep can help you feel more in control. It's not about blaming yourself for waking up at 3 a.m. It's about recognizing the role your health plays in your sleep patterns. And with this knowledge, you can work with your healthcare provider to find solutions that allow you to rest more peacefully through the night. Number 4, anxiety, stress, and mental health. The fourth reason older adults may find themselves waking up at 3 a.m. is mental health, Anxiety and stress are common contributors to disrupted sleep in people of all ages, but they can become even more pronounced as we get older. Whether it's worrying about health issues, finances, family, or the future, these worries often creep into our minds late at night, making it difficult to stay asleep. For many older adults, the quiet of the early morning hours can feel like a time when anxious thoughts rise to the surface. Think about it. During the day, you might be busy with work, socializing, or staying active. But when the day winds down and the world around you becomes still, those quiet moments can allow your mind to race. For some, this is when worries about the future or regrets from the past come to the forefront. Older adults might find themselves replaying conversations or worrying about things they can't control. This kind of mental activity can interfere with the natural process of falling back asleep, and it may lead to waking up at 3 a.m., feeling wide awake and restless. Imagine Evelyn, an 80-year-old woman who had a long career as a teacher and now enjoys retirement. But lately, she's been waking up early in the morning, feeling anxious and uneasy. Her thoughts wander to her health, her children, and even the state of the world. Evelyn tells herself she needs to sleep, but her mind keeps racing. Once she recognized that her anxiety was the culprit, she started using mindfulness techniques before bed, like deep breathing and guided meditation, to calm her thoughts. While it didn't solve the problem overnight, over time, these practices helped her feel more relaxed and better able to stay asleep through the early morning hours. Anxiety and stress can also take physical forms. For instance, stress can lead to muscle tension, tightness in the chest, or a racing heartbeat, all of which can make it difficult to get comfortable at night. If these feelings aren't addressed, they can lead to disruptions in sleep, often at the very time when your body's naturally shifting its sleep cycle, around 3 a.m. If you've been under stress or feeling anxious, it might be worth talking to a therapist or counselor who can help you manage those emotions in a healthy way. Mental health plays a huge role in your sleep quality, especially as you age. Acknowledging the emotional side of sleep issues can give you a sense of relief. You're not alone, and there's no shame in seeking support or using techniques that help calm your mind. Sometimes just recognizing that stress is playing a part in your early morning wake-ups can be a powerful first step toward better sleep. Number 5. Age-related changes in sleep architecture. The final reason older adults may wake up at 3 a.m. is the natural changes in sleep architecture that occur with age. Sleep architecture refers to the structure and patterns of the different stages of sleep, including light sleep, deep sleep, and REM sleep. As we age, the amount of deep sleep we get tends to decrease, and light sleep and periods of waking during the night become more frequent. This means that older adults often experience more fragmented sleep, which can lead to waking up at 3 a.m. and not being able to fall back asleep easily. Deep sleep is the restorative part of the sleep cycle. It's the phase where your body repairs tissues, boosts your immune system, and refreshes your mind. However, as you age, your body spends less time in this restorative deep sleep. Instead, you might find yourself cycling more frequently between light sleep and wakefulness. This means that by 3 a.m., you're already in a lighter stage of sleep, and any minor disruption can cause you to wake up. For instance, George, a 75-year-old man, has always prided himself on his ability to sleep soundly through the night. But in recent years, he's noticed that he wakes up around 3 a.m. and can't seem to fall back asleep. His doctor explained that as we get older, our sleep cycles naturally shift, and we spend less time in deep, restorative sleep. The good news is that this is a normal part of aging. By understanding this shift in sleep architecture, George has been able to accept his new sleep patterns rather than feeling frustrated by them. He's also worked on improving his sleep environment by eliminating distractions like bright lights and noise, which can further disrupt sleep. Age-related changes in sleep architecture are completely natural, and while they may lead to waking up earlier, they don't necessarily mean your sleep is worse. It's just different. Understanding this can help you feel more accepting of your body's new rhythms and allow you to adjust your habits accordingly. Tips for better sleep: how to manage early wake-ups. Now that we've discussed why older adults often wake up at 3 a.m., let's talk about what can be done to help manage or reduce these early morning wake-ups. It's important to remember that everyone's sleep patterns are unique, and what works for one person might not work for another. However, there are a number of strategies that can be helpful for improving sleep quality and minimizing disruptions during the night. 1. Stick to a consistent sleep schedule. One of the best ways to improve your sleep is by sticking to a consistent sleep schedule. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day can help regulate your body's internal clock and improve your overall sleep quality. While it might be tempting to sleep in on weekends or take long naps during the day, keeping a regular schedule is key for maintaining a healthy sleep routine. Over time, your body will start to naturally adjust to this rhythm, making it easier to stay asleep through the night, including during those vulnerable hours like 3 a.m. too. Create a comfortable sleep environment. Creating the right environment for sleep is another important step in improving your sleep. A cool, dark, and quiet room is ideal for falling and staying asleep. You might want to consider blackout curtains to block out early morning light or a white noise machine to drown out any sounds that could wake you up. If your mattress or pillow isn't comfortable, it may be worth investing in a new one that supports your body properly. Small changes to your sleep environment can have a big impact on how well you sleep at night. 3. Limit stimulants and alcohol. It's also important to be mindful of what you're consuming before bedtime. Stimulants like caffeine and nicotine can interfere with your ability to fall asleep and stay asleep, so it's best to avoid them for at least 6 hours before bedtime. Similarly, while alcohol might help you fall asleep initially, it can disrupt your sleep cycle and lead to waking up during the night or early morning hours. Reducing or eliminating these substances from your nighttime routine can help improve the quality of your sleep. 4. Mindfulness and relaxation techniques. As we discussed earlier, anxiety and stress can play a major role in early morning wake-ups. One way to combat this is by incorporating mindfulness and relaxation techniques into your nightly routine. Meditation, deep breathing exercises, and gentle stretching can all help calm your mind and prepare your body for sleep. By taking the time to relax before bed, you can lower your heart rate and relax your muscles, making it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep through the night. Apps for guided meditation or relaxation exercises can be a great tool to help you get started. Limit naps. During the day, although a nap might seem like a good solution when you're feeling tired, it can actually affect your ability to sleep at night. If you nap for too long or too late in the day, it can make it harder to fall asleep when bedtime comes around. If you need to nap, try to keep it short, no more than 20 to 30 minutes, and do it earlier in the day. This can help you maintain a healthy sleep schedule and reduce the chances of waking up at 3 a.m. 6. Stay active during the day. Physical activity plays a huge role in sleep quality, but it's important to time it right. Regular exercise during the day can help you feel more tired and ready for sleep at night. However, it's best to avoid strenuous exercise too close to bedtime, as it can actually increase your alertness and make it harder to fall asleep. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate exercise most days of the week, but try to finish your workout a few hours before bed. 7. Talk to your doctor about sleep issues. If you've tried all of the above strategies and still find yourself waking up at 3 a.m. consistently, it may be time to talk to your doctor. A healthcare provider can help determine whether there is an underlying health issue or sleep disorder, like sleep apnea or restless leg syndrome, contributing to your sleep difficulties. They can also review your medications to see if they might be affecting your sleep. In some cases, your doctor might recommend a sleep study to further evaluate your sleep patterns. Finally, it's important to accept that as we age, our sleep patterns change. While waking up at 3 a.m. can be frustrating, it's also a natural part of aging for many people. By understanding the reasons behind these changes and adopting strategies to improve sleep quality, you can feel more in control of your rest. And remember, it's okay to have nights when you wake up earlier than you'd like. It doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. It just means that your body is going through a natural transition. For those who find themselves waking up at 3 a.m. on a regular basis, try to find ways to relax and make use of the quiet time. Maybe it's a time to reflect, read, or even journal. Embrace it as a peaceful moment in your day, rather than seeing it as a setback. And know that you can still work toward improving your sleep so that you wake up feeling refreshed and ready to face the day. So, there you have it. There are many factors that can contribute to waking up at 3 a.m., from physical changes in your body to health issues, medications, stress, and even the natural changes in sleep architecture as we age. Understanding these reasons can help reduce frustration and allow you to take steps toward better sleep. By implementing some of the tips we discussed, such as sticking to a consistent sleep schedule, creating a comfortable sleep environment, and addressing anxiety and stress, you can improve the quality of your sleep and make those early wake-ups a little easier to handle. As we age, sleep patterns naturally change, and that's okay. The important thing is that you're taking steps to prioritize your health and well-being. So don't give up on getting that peaceful, restful night's sleep. And remember, you're not alone in this. Many older adults experience similar challenges, but with the right strategies and support, you can find the peace and rest that your body needs. Thank you for joining me today to explore the reasons behind why older adults wake up at 3 a.m. and how we can manage this common issue. If you found this information helpful, be sure to share it with others who might benefit, and feel free to reach out with any questions or comments. Take care, sleep well, and remember, restful nights lead to brighter days.